We're into week 4 now of season 2 and the ties are heating up. The highlights today of Scrandinavia versus Flaberdeen, Flaberdeen versus Parmesan Belgrade, and Parmesan Belgrade versus Scrandinavia. Turning attention now to the team lineups this week. Scrandinavia once again boasting a 7-man lineup, so they'll be able to tap into their subs to help them get through both fixtures and hopefully for Captain Chopper secure 6 points this week to push them further at the top of the league. Looking at the chasing pack behind them now, Flaberdeen first up, that host another 7-man team this week, so 2 teams with multiple subs available, and Flaberdeen will be looking to try and get the points they need to close that gap to Scandinavia. Simon returns and hopefully will give them that extra firepower up front. Finally, looking at Parmesan Belgrade, stuck at the bottom of the table, they'll be desperate for points, but this week they are lacking numbers. They will need at least one substitute this week in order to field the team. So with only the 4 members available, it will be hard work for the core team that have turned up this week to get the points they so desperately need. Finally, looking at the table before the matches kick off, Scandinavia sit at the top with 12 points, Flaberdeen with 10, and Parmesan Belgrade rooted at the bottom of the table with only 4 points after 4 weeks into the season. It's going to be a highly contested matches this week, so let's see who comes out on top. Opening game of week 4, Scrandinavia versus Flaberdeen. Scrandinavia in red, Flaberdeen in blue. And early on, Simon trying to find a player out wide for Flaberdeen, but Cal intercepts Simon the ball now, and a block there from Simon's shot finds the ball back at his feet. James coming forward, trying to close down Des, but Des finds his captain, James for Flaberdeen. Plays out wide to Paul. Fraser, on his return for Season 2 for Scandinavia, sees the player in out wide and forces the ball back. Both teams are boasting full squads, so no sub penalties to be applied, so the final result on the pitch will be the result registered for the league. And Cal has intercepted the passing play there from Flaberdeen. Craig with a shot and it trickles across goal there. Des picks up that ball and makes sure it gets back to its goalkeeper for Flaberdeen. Brad now looking for options, sees the run of his captain James. James on through, plays it to Simon. Simon can't get his foot behind it well, and Chopper in goal, so Scandinavia picks up the ball. James trying to pass the ball there, but Fraser intercepts. He's up against Des, but gets the ball to James for Scandinavia, who back heels it to Craig. But Craig's shot is over the goals. Brad out to Flaberdeen, captain James. Plays it back to Simon. Simon back to the captain, and now Paul is left to run up the wing with the ball. He's in the corner looking for Simon. Simon gets the ball from Paul. Simon cuts in with the shot. Wonderfully placed shot there. Curls round multiple players and lands into the corner of the goal there. And nothing Chopper can do about that, you have to say. The shot was hit so sweetly by Simon. You can see here he's coming into play, curls it, it goes round the back of Cal's feet for Scandinavia. Everybody watching that ball, and Chopper can't see it till it's too late, and it goes back into the net, and it is 1-0 to Flaberdeen. Rob now with the ball from the Scandinavia kick-off. A little bit of hold up here. I think there's a substitution happening off-field. Referee says to play, and so we get underway now with the ball intercepted by Simon, and Craig can't pick that up. Flaberdeen coming forward now, playing the ball into the middle to Simon. Simon back to Allen. Allen up to Barry C, who's got space, and a save there from Chopper and collects the ball. Flaberdeen coming forward now, but Craig with interception and a shot and a good save from Brad. Rob's got the ball to Cal in the middle of the pitch. Cal with the shot just wide. Craig tries to get on it, can't, and it's loose. Cal picks it up in the Scandinavia defence, across to Rob, who lets it run. Rob back to Craig. Craig with a shot. Good save there by Brad. It was a good shot by Craig on target, but Brad got a foot out there to stop it. Des now in goal for Flaberdeen. Gets the ball back from Allen. Rolls it out to Simon. Simon now with the turn on Kev, finds Brad across, and Brad with a shot, but unlike Brad, it is a very high shot there that goes over. Chopper rolls it out to Kev in the middle of the field there. James switching the ball up after receiving the pass from Kev. Rob in the corner, tries to play it across goals. It hits the post, I think, there. Bounces back out. Rob trying to find a player. The ball bounces around and ends up with the Flaberdeen goalkeeper. Allen now with the ball passing it over to Barry C for Flaberdeen. Switches it up to Brad, but James has read that long ball over and makes sure it goes back to his Scrandinavia goalkeeper. Chopper now, rolling it out to Kev. Kev trying to get it upfield, but Barry C's now read that pass. Hits the shot and it's high. Kev makes sure it goes back to the goalkeeper. And Rob now receives it after being rolled out by Chopper in goals. But Barry's intercepted Rob's pass. Alan plays it back 1-2 with Barry. And Barry with the goal. Great run there by Barry. Switching the play up for Flaberdeen from defence to attack. You can see there he's in his own half, playing defence there. Plays it to Alan. Alan holds the ball up well. Sees the gap. Passes it through that little slot. Barry gets on the end of it. Puts it away. Leaving Chopper for dust in goals. 2-0 now for Flaberdeen. Great start from Flaberdeen, who are looking to try and get top spot once again in the league this week and trying to set them off in the right direction to do so. Rob, with the pass there off the boards, almost lands to Fraser perfectly, but Fraser can't get a foot on it, and he's now got it in the corner, battling with Brad and Alan. He has Kev there for support and manages to get the ball out. But Alan gets that ball away from Kev. Alan still has the ball and then plays it back to Des for safety there. Chopper now with the ball. Rolling it out to Rob. Middle of the pitch to Fraser. Out wide. Fraser with the shot. Oh, just wide there. And I think Des got a very critical touch on that save to make sure the ball went wide and not into the bottom corner. James gets the ball from Kev. Finds Rob. Rob loses it. James got it again to Rob again. Rob in the middle. Rob with the shot. And Des with another save there. The save makes the ball bounce back to Fraser. Rob with the shot and it's gone wide. And Scrandinavia are knocking at the door here, but nothing is getting through into the Flaberdeen net. Des with a pulled roll out to Rob, but James came across and stopped Rob there. Rob trying to play it across goal to Fraser, and Fraser does get the touch this time, and Fraser does get the goal. Scrandinavia finally get the goal that they've been knocking for so long in this game. Flaberdeen doing a fantastic job holding them at bay. But just unfortunate for Flaberdeen there that Fraser was in space and had managed to get a good touch on the ball to put it past Des, who was trying to get across. Just couldn't quite get there for Des. 2-1 to Flaberdeen. They still hold the lead in this game though, and they are still looking like they could potentially walk away with 3 points today. Paul coming forward, battling with Craig. Paul uses the wall to get it to Brad. Brad now with the shot, but Fraser closed it, and the bounce has landed with Rob middle of pitch. Brad versus Rob, and the ball goes back to Kev in goals for Scrandinavia. Rob playing the ball forward, but Brad once again intercepting Rob's pass there. Rob's now looking for another option, finds Fraser. Fraser playing almost a 1-2 to Rob, but Paul for Flaberdeen intercepts that. Rob to Chopper. Chopper coming forward. Chopper playing it to Fraser. Fraser with a shot, and it's blocked. Simon there. Fraser gets the ball across the box. Chopper arrives late and slots it past Des. Great work there by Fraser to not give up on that ball. Poked it away from Simon in the corner there. And as it rolled across the box, Flaberdeen were left ball watching, and Chopper came in late to poke it past. You can see Simon and Fraser here battling. Fraser getting that important touch. Nobody in Flaberdeen going towards that ball as it's so close to the box. Chopper comes in late and slots it past Des, and a handshake there between the captain and Rob for Scrandinavia to congratulate the fact that Scrandinavia are back into this game at 2-2. Early shot there from Flaberdeen, saved by Kev, lands at Rob's feet, and Rob with a powerful run coming forward, but Des doing some good work battling, keeping Rob in the corner there. Rob trying to get away, and Brad collects that ball as it comes into his box. Simon picks up the rebound there for Flaberdeen coming forward. Oh, and that looks like that's a barge there from Chopper. Don't think there's any contesting there from Chopper. I think he's accepting that the free kick's been given away, but definitely a heavy shoulder barge into James. Yep, you can see shoulder first, a little bit raised as well. A little bit lucky with that Chopper. Could have been worse, could have been penalised. James now with a quick free kick. Oh, and Scrandinavia not paying attention there, and James tried to play the quick free kick in front of goal, but Kev got a foot on it and stopped the ball from heading the back of the net there. Ball across the box to Barry for Flaberdeen in front of the Scrandinavia goal. Barry battling with Cal here. finds Simon after playing the ball off the boards, and Des is in space to receive. Des taking on Rob, gets the ball forward. Des will win it again. Cal coming across the board, bounce, and the ball lands at Barry's feet after bouncing off the board, and it's almost an open goal for Barry to finish that off to put Flaberdeen back in the lead here. Des with some great battling with Rob. The ball's not gone into the box there. Des keeps going. He uses the wall to bounce it past Kev, and the ball lands at Barry's feet. Barry appreciating the accuracy of that pass off the board. And Kev can't get across like Des earlier and goes. Can't get across to block the shot. 3-2 to Flaberdeen. They're back in the lead now. They're back in control of this match. Craig coming forward for Scrandinavia. Gets past Barry. Finds Rob. Rob trying to switch the ball over to Cal, but the attack stops there. Flaberdeen now with the ball with Brad in goals. Brad, long ball up to Simon. Simon, love the control. Tries to finish and he can't get that ball under control fully to apply the finish that was required. Again, another long ball upfield for Flaberdeen. Finds the Flaberdeen player. Simon in front of the goal, and Kev there with a great save. Looked like Simon was just going to slot that goal away. Chopper now on the counter though. Plays it to Rob. Rob now with the shot, and there it is. 3-3 between the teams. This game has been fought heavily in the midfield between these two teams, blocking and stopping each other for the entirety of this game. And Rob has got the goal now to level it up, and there's not long left. Hearing the players on the pitch, the referee saying there is barely a minute left in this game, and so this looks like it's going to head towards a draw unless one of the teams can do something remarkable here. It has been heavily fought, this game. Paul there with the ball up to Brad. Brad tries to play, but Kev intercepts. Rob now with the ball, playing it across to Chopper. Chopper coming forward. Chopper shoots, and it's a goal! And with seconds left, Scrandinavia have taken the lead. You can hear and see the passion of the players in Scrandinavia on the pitch there. Rob plays it out to Chopper. Chopper on the run, comes forward, scoops it past Baz's feet in goals. And that gives Scrandinavia a 4-3 lead for the first time. They are in the lead, won this game just at the death. Don't know how long the referee's going to add on to this game, but Flaberdeen are kicking off, desperately looking for a very, very, very last minute equaliser. Ball up long to Simon, in the corner with Rob. Rob holding on to the ball, plays it back to goalkeeper, and that's full time! 4-3 to Scrandinavia in a fantastic game. Game 2 of week 4 with Parmesan Belgrade versus Flaberdeen. Parmesan in white, Flaberdeen in blue. And Parmesan have 2 subs in their team today due to absences, so they will have penalties applied at the end of this match. We're joined now with Flaberdeen on the attack with Brad with the ball coming forward with a shot and an early goal for Flaberdeen. As I'm just collecting my notes around the players on the pitch in this game, Brad pushes forward from his own defensive half on his own with a fantastic solo run and smashes the ball into the back of the net to give Flaberdeen an early goal. He takes that shot through a crowd. Simon there as an option chooses not to take him and puts it in the back of the net past Ryan in goals. 1-0 to Flaberdeen, the second place team looking to get started early and take points where they seek an advantage due to missing players. Flaberdeen now with the ball with their keeper Barry playing it long up the top towards Simon. Oh, Simon almost got a touch on there. Ryan with the save, and the second touch from Simon. Ryan saved again. Brad with the shot from distance but goes wide. Des now picking up the ball for Flaberdeen, trying to play into the box to Simon. Simon having the ball, looking to try and flick it, but Ryan stops that attack now. Roll out to Baz for Parmesan. Allen with interception, lands with Chopper on loan, and a goal! Chopper on loan from Scrandinavia helping out Parmesan today with the ball landing right in his feet with a deflection and hits it past Barry in goals to make the score 1-1. You can see the ball bouncing around there and it kindly lands in front of Chopper with the first time shot, puts it past Barry in goals, making it 1-1. Simon for Flaberdeen now kicking off from the restart, back to Bradley's defence, playing it out to Des. Chopper battling with Des there, comes out on top, going down the wing with the ball, tries to play it across, and nobody there to tap that in. If someone had been on the back post, it looked like that could have been a second goal for Parmesan, but it stays 1-1 between the two teams. Lewis, Parmesan captain, playing it wide to Richie. Richie now in the Flaberdeen half, playing it back into the centre to Lewis. Lewis with the shot, and it goes wide, and Barry will collect that. Brad for Flaberdeen coming forward to Allen. Allen with the pass is blocked by Lewis, and Lewis will collect that loose ball. Lewis looking for options now, but Allen's close down. Played it to Brad. Brad with a shot. 2-1 Flaberdeen. Brad with 2 goals. And Lewis there with the ball, trying to play that pass to Baz, but Allen read it well, got the block in. The ball landed right next to Brad, who took a little touch and a turn, threw on goal, and hits it past Ryan in goals to put his team 2-1 up, and his 2 goals being the difference for Flaberdeen just now. Flaberdeen getting the ball back to their keeper in order to restart the attack. Lewis playing the ball across the goal to Richie. Richie now playing down the line to Chopper. Chopper collects, tries to take on James, but James with a tackle there for Flaberdeen. James hoofed in the ball up the pitch to Brad, who's in space. Brad with a shot. Lewis tracking back with the crucial block. Brad now still with the ball, but switches it over to Allen. Allen with a lovely turn and touch there to get some space away from Baz. And coolly plays the ball to his captain James. James through the middle to Simon. Looks like it's been a deflection of the cameraman, but James gets it now. James going forward. Chopper not tracking back. James still has the ball. James stops, shoots, curls it past Ryan, and that's a great goal there. And Chopper gave up tracking James back there, but a little handshake of appreciation that James still kept going there. James getting round Chopper with ease there, coming back in, keeping out of the box. Nobody closing down, everybody ball watching. James stands on the ball to stop it and curls it past Ryan. And you see there a little handshake between the 2 captains. One on loan for Parmesan with appreciation of that goal. That makes the score 3-1 now to Flaberdeen. 2 from Brad, 1 from Captain James. And now you see Parmesan on the attack with Fraser, who's also on loan from Scrandinavia. But the ball just goes wide. Simon sees it back close to his keeper. Barry C now in goals for Flaberdeen, playing it up to Simon in the corner. The ball is then played back into the middle of the pitch. Fraser intercepts for Parmesan. Attacks on again now. Richie with the shot. Great save there by Barry C to just head it wide there. Ryan now in the corner, collecting the ball. Allen pressing, but the ball's been lost. It rolled to Baz. Baz to Allen, and back to Barry in goals. Baz now for Parmesan in goals. Rolling it out to Richie. We've got the 2 Barrys in goal. Baz and Barry C. Fraser now with a lovely turn to make some space away there from Brad in the middle of the pitch. Plays it out to Chopper. Good save there by Barry in goals for Flaberdeen. The ball bounces back to Chopper. Chopper trying to switch the play out to Ryan. Ryan does collect the ball though, and he switches it back to Chopper. Chopper lets it run across with another shot, but Simon blocks the shot and plays it back to the Flaberdeen goalkeeper. Quick roll out there for Barry. Richie's got the ball. Wow, first save by Barry, and another. You would have thought Richie would have stuck that in the back of the net, but no. Barry doing some great goalkeeping work to deny Richie. Back heel now from Chopper to Richie to try and set him up, but Simon's closing down the space and closes down the shot. Now with the long ball up from Simon to Paul. Can Paul get to it first? He does get to the ball, but he's in the corner now looking for options. Plays it to Brad. And a good save there from Baz in goals as Brad was through on. James now with the shot, but it's been blocked. Des tries to win the ball, but Ryan tracks back and does a great job getting it back to Baz in goal for Parmesan. Baz once again with the ball, playing it out to Richie. Now to Fraser. Fraser tries to play the ball back into the centre of the pitch here to Lewis. Lewis now sees it out wide, takes the shot, but it's closed down by Brad. Lewis with another shot, and a save there from Barry to deny Lewis. The ball lands back with the Parmesan on loan teammate Fraser to Richie. Ryan with a loose control, but Fraser will clean up. Fraser gets past Des, looking to play back in the centre, but James out with a good interception, and the ball is now back in Parmesan's half with Lewis. Lewis trying to play to Fraser, does so. Fraser with a loose touch though, and Brad gets in the shot, and a goal for Brad, and that is his hat-trick now. He has put Flaberdeen 4-1 ahead with his hat-trick. He's calmly celebrated, you must say, but an outstanding effort so far in this game from Brad to get the 3 goals and to put his team with a 3-goal cushion in front. You could see there Lewis trying to link up with Fraser, but Fraser had too light a touch for that 1-2 play, and Brad slotted it away. 4-1 to Flaberdeen, and Parmesan are finding themselves kicking off again with the long ball up to Baz, and Baz now in the corner but plays it inside the goal, and Barry in goals for Flaberdeen will pick it up. But the loose ball out there to Richie, and Richie slided away and quickly replies to Flaberdeen going ahead there. Richie noticed that pass was going astray there from Barry in goals, read it perfectly, got in front of Brad, controlled it with the right, slotted it away with the left. A powerful placed shot by Richie, a classic Richie goal. 4-2 now, Parmesan back into the game, looking to level things up, and Ryan straight away battling with Des, but loses it to James, and Lewis with a wayward shot as the ball goes wide, and Barry collects. Fraser, on loan from Scrandinavia, in goals for Parmesan, rolls it safely out to Baz, now to Lewis, who's battling with Des. Lewis gets the ball away to Ryan, to Richie, and the shot from Richie just wide there. Ryan picking up and takes his shot, but it's saved by Barry. Fraser again looking to hit the ball long now to Richie, but is intercepted by Paul from Flaberdeen. James playing it to Des. Des with the shot off the backboards to Brad, but Brad can't control it, and Lewis has picked up the ball. Plays it to Richie, who's up in space. Richie with the ball to Baz. Baz looking for options. Plays it in the centre to Ryan. Ryan with the shot. Oh, what a goal by Ryan! Baz and Richie combining. Great work there between the two. And Baz holding up that ball perfectly, awaiting what Ryan's run coming in the middle there. And Ryan with a fantastic effort there. You can see first time hit with the right foot. I don't think Flaberdeen were expecting him to shoot first time. I think the defensive players there are busy ball watching. Unexpected that shot, and it's ended up in the back of the net. And Parmesan have pulled another goal back, reducing Flaberdeen's lead. And it's 4-3. And a deflection there from Ryan after Brad tried to play it up long. He takes the shot and it's bounced off the board. Brad playing it back to Paul. Paul looking for options now. Finds his Flaberdeen teammate Barry, who's now out of goals. Plays it up to the captain James. He's in the corner battling with Richie. Still has the ball, James. Looking for runners to help. Tries to play it across to Barry. Fraser intercepts. James with the shots. And it's a goal! Now there's contention here. Lewis is shouting that the ball is on the line, but the referee has given the goal. We'll have a look in the replay to see. But James showing his tenacity here, not giving up, battling past Richie. Fraser blocks. James tries to get it again. It looks on the line. Ooh, it could be a bit contested, but the referee has given it. And so Flaberdeen are now putting back in a 2-goal lead that they had earlier. And it's now 5-3 to Flaberdeen. Lewis now looking to come forward, takes the shot, and Des palms that shot away to the feet of Brad. Brad plays it carefully back to his goalkeeper. Baz playing it back to Fraser and goals for Parmesan. Out to Lewis. Now into the centre to Richie. Tries to play the 1-2, but Barry reads that well and intercepts. Brad now with the ball to Barry. Lets the ball go out wide. Barry now playing it back in the middle, but Richie has seen it. He's picked up a loose ball, plays it to Lewis. Lewis, now that looked like Des was out the goal there. Lewis is continuing to play on, and Lewis does actually score. Lewis does not give up, sees that ball is still in play. Richie is shouting for the penalty. I think Flaberdeen defence have stopped expecting the penalty. Nobody is looking at Lewis. Lewis is pointing it, but he still goes for it and sticks the ball in the back of the net. Now, we'll check to see if Des was out of goal. Yeah, you can see they're definitely out the penalty box, so you would expect if Lewis hadn't scored that goal, it would have been a penalty to Parmesan. That's now 5-4 to Flaberdeen. Parmesan again reducing the goal difference there in this match, 2-1. Des now with the ball, rolling it to Barry. Barry trying to play it, but Richie has come down and intercepted and loses control there. I was a bit lost for words as I was surprised to see Richie lose the ball there, but Ryan is intercepted, found Richie again, and Richie, oh, and it almost bounced in there. A little bit of a battle there between Richie and Barry, and almost an accidental goal for Richie there, but it bounced to the post and stayed out. Barry now with the ball, and Lewis just hands in the air, giving up completely there. Poor example from the captain. There's probably no need to see this again, but that's just shocking. It's not even close. It's in the opposition half. There's no need. Brad now with his free kick after that awful decision making from Lewis there with a handball. Brad, long ball up, bounced off the board. Barry with a header, and it's a goal there from Barry. Fantastic work there from Barry. The ball bounced off the backboard there. As it came down, Barry got it with the head after Brad's long free kick, and almost accurate free kick if this had been a planned play. And you also have to blame Lewis. If he hadn't been messing around with that handball, Parmesan would not have conceded the goal from the free kick, as well as raising questions around the defensive work at the free kick. However, Flaberdeen are now 6-4 ahead in this game, and with not long left in this match, could that be the final score, or can Parmesan stage an unbelievable comeback in this? Regarding that they've got sub-penalties to be applied, it would be very difficult to see them win this game, but maybe get a good result on the pitch to take away. Des now with the ball for Flaberdeen. There's discussions going on. I think a free kick has been given onto the side of the pitch there, unsure what for exactly, but Lewis now with the shot, high and wide, and that is the end of the match. 6-4 to Flaberdeen. Final game of week 4 sees Parmesan Belgrade versus Scrandinavia. Scrandinavia in red, Parmesan Belgrade in white. And early on we can see Scrandinavia coming forward here with Craig with the ball, finding Rob after a little battle with Richie there. Kev with the turn and the shot. Oh, and it's bobbled in! We are literally seconds into this match, and Kev's early shot there for Scrandinavia has bobbled in. Nice ball from Rob to Kev. Kev with a little dink there. It seems to bobble over all of Parmesan Belgrade's defenders, including their on-loan player Simon from Flaberdeen. And into the back of net, and it's an early goal for Scrandinavia. 1-0. Brad now, also on loan from Flaberdeen, takes the shot! And it's in! That looked like it might have been a very coincidental shot, but certainly the foot was there. Might have just been trying to block it. No, it is an intentional shot. I will apologise for that, Brad. But that's a great reply there from the on-loan player, who has paid back Parmesan for the penalty they will get for taking him on loan. 1-1 now. Absolutely relentless stuff at the start of this game. 2 quick-fire goals. I've not even got my notes together on this. And we have seen 2 goals already, 1 for each team. Richie now for Parmesan, battling with Craig. Plays it back to the on-loan Simon in defence. Rob now coming forward for Scrandinavia. Kev now with the ball to Cal. Cal plays it wide to Craig. Craig for Scrandinavia, looking for an option there, but Brad sees the pass and intercepts. Brad with a long ball up to Baz. Cal is there to put pressure on Baz there. Baz still has it, plays it to Simon, in front of goal, to Brad. Brad with the shot, and it's a goal! That's 2! Brad has scored on loan for Parmesan, and they will be delighted with his effort as a loanee player. As I said before, Parmesan have a number of loans because of the lack of players that they have this week. They will have penalties applied after the on-pitch results, but if Brad keeps scoring goals like this for Parmesan, those penalties might be nulled very, very quickly. Scrandinavia find themselves a goal behind on the pitch now. 2-1 to Parmesan. And what a great start from Parmesan here after that early goal from Kev. Craig now battling with the double goal scorer Brad, but the ball is lost and lands at Ryan's feet in goals for Parmesan. Ryan to Lewis, quickly rolls out. Lewis up against Rob, and with the shot just going wide there, James in goals for Scrandinavia will pick that up. Rob out wide to Kev. Kev with a shot. Wonderful shot. The camera just managed to keep up with that, and that is not having a blame on the cameraman there. That is to illustrate how powerful that shot was. Rob here in defence plays it to Kev, who's also technically playing in defence. Couple of touches forward, smashes it. That is a sensational strike from Kev. Captain Chopper there on the side, delighted with seeing that goal in. 2-2, and what an equaliser, you have to say there from Kev. But here come Parmesan, or they were coming there with the shot when Brad, but it's bounced back to the feet of Rob, who's now on the attack. But Richie picks up the ball after Brad's blocked Rob's shot, and Cal will see that back to James in goals for Scandinavia. Rob out wide, back heel to Kev. Kev, a little trickery there with a bounce. Oh, and it's a goal! Beautiful work between Rob and Kev there. Some silky skills on display trying to control that ball. And Kev, with, you've got to say, some luck as well, sees that goal go in. A little back heel there from Rob to Kev. Kev flicking the ball up, and as it came down, hits it. It bounces against the turf. I think that wrong foots Ryan in goals there, and he can't get down to stop that shot. And that is a great goal. That's a great goal to be watched on a replay. 3-2 now to Scrandinavia. It's unfortunate for Parmesan, but it's just some fantastic goals are going in for Scrandinavia here. And that shot there from Rob looks like it just went up and over and behind the net there, and Ryan will collect. The score being only 3-2 though, Parmesan can still come back into this game. On the pitch, they're only one goal behind now. Kev coming forward. Kev with another long-range shot. Ryan saves it this time, and it lands at the feet of Cal, and Cal can't put it away, and Ryan will breathe a sigh of relief with that. After a great save, he wasn't punished with the rebound. Ryan trying to play it out, but Rob's read it now. Rob going across, and Rob does punish Ryan now, unfortunately. Rob with a great finish there, though. Don't want to take anything away from Rob there. And the ball trying to get out of the goal there from Ryan to find Lewis on the run was read great there by Rob, who managed to circle round, get around Ryan to his wrong foot and place it past him to make it 4-2 to Scandinavia, who are looking deadly here. Parmesan finding themselves in an unfortunate situation after being up front in goals early on. They're now 2 goals behind. Long ball up to try and find Simon up front, but not quite there. And Chopper, who's now on the pitch, plays it back to the goalkeeper. Fraser up to Rob. Rob now back heels to Fraser. Fraser with a shot, but it just goes wide there. I think a deflection from Parmesan took it wide. Chopper to Fraser. Back to Chopper, but Chopper can't get there, and Lewis sees it back to Brad in goals. Fraser now with a lovely little turn move there to get the ball under control. Out to Chopper out wide. Chopper up against Lewis. Tries to shoot, but Brad saves. Rob now collects a loose ball for Scandinavia. Rob cutting in. Passes it to Fraser. Fraser passes it wide to Chopper, who's there. Chopper looks to try and get it past Lewis, but he's lost it. Lewis coming through there. Plays it to Ryan. The pass is a bit heavy. Ryan gets it in the corner, but not as deadly as chances of what was potentially on there. Cal doing some great work here, staying close to Ryan. And Ryan is forced to play it off the boards, and James will collect for Scandinavia. Cal back to James in goals. James looking for options, tries to play it forward, but Richie's intercepted. Richie with a shot just wide there from Richie, and the rebound's landed to Rob. Rob getting past Lewis. Rob up against Simon, and the shot there by Fraser after Rob plays it across to him, finishes it off, and that's 5-2 now to Scrandinavia. And a little bit of mind games there between the Lewis, captain of Parmesan, and Rob there. Rob rolling the ball away from Lewis, leaves him standing still. Rob then sees Fraser coming through in space, flicks it across the middle of the pitch, and Fraser finishes it beautifully there. And the two players appreciating the work from each other. Let's have a look at this. Rob playing some mind games with Lewis there, trying to illustrate how he ghosted past Lewis, and Lewis with the interesting comeback of a thumbs up there, spurring on Parmesan to find another goal in this game. 5-2 to Scandinavia, and Parmesan need to find a goal soon, otherwise this game may be out of reach for them. Richie out wide with the ball, looking to try and play it into Simon, finds him, but Fraser gets that interception on the pass back. Chopper now plays it up the line to Rob. Rob in the corner now, up against Lewis. Has the mind games worked? Yeah, it's a long ball over, so unsure. Cal with some great footwork there to try and control it. Plays it back to Fraser. Fraser almost lost it, but gets it back to his goalkeeper safely. Richie playing it forward to Ryan. Ryan doing a good 1-2 there with Richie. Richie cutting in, plays it across, not quite into the bottom corner. Simon's got the loose ball now, but Rob is trying to close him down. Lewis coming in late. Great save there by James. That was going into the goals if James hadn't put the foot out there to stop that. Richie now in the corner, up against Cal. Richie gets the ball out to Ryan, who's now up against Fraser. Ryan still has the ball though. Ryan playing it across. That was a great pass over there. I think Rob got a touch, but it was a beautiful ball by Ryan out to Simon. Simon with the back heel to Richie. Richie trying to let it run, but Cal with the interception there. And now we've got Scrandinavia coming forward again. Fraser up to Cal. Cal playing it back to Fraser. Fraser out to Rob, who's wide. Rob cutting in. Rob with the shot, and it's deflected. The ball's bouncing. Ryan gets a header. Lewis trying to go forward. Fraser gets a touch. Chopper now, left foot, right. And it's a goal! Long range shot there by Chopper. Gets into the bottom corner. Tries to do a Hulk celebration. Looks terrible, but he's still scored anyway. Lewis there trying to play it through for Ryan. Fraser gets the touch. The ball gets loose. Chopper with the left foot. Hits it with the right. Places it into the bottom corner past Brad. And then does a terrible celebration after the handshake with Rob. But he won't care. Scrandinavia won't care. They are 6-2 ahead and they're dominating this game now. Simon trying to come forward for Parmesan. Manages to get past Kev. Finds Baz, but Baz loses it to Fraser. Baz collects it again. Finds Ryan. Ryan with the shot. Oh, wonderful finish from Ryan. That's 2 now today. And a good celebration there from Ryan. Appreciating the work of the cameraman. Capturing his goal in all its splendour. Lovely ball switch over from Baz to find Ryan. Ryan getting past James there. And then on the bounce down, hits it into the bottom corner. Lovely plays. Lovely bit of power. Everything right about that shot. And he's delighted with that. You can tell with that celebration from Ryan. It is 6-3 though. As much as that goal is a wonder to watch. And I'll lament about it all day. They're still behind Parmesan and they need to find more goals quickly. Kev there with the shot, but Brad with the save. Kev with another shot. Kev find a chopper and it. Oh, what a save by Brad! I thought I was going to say it was a Scrandinavia goal there, but Brad with the sliding save stops Chopper shot, stops Chopper again, and keeps the game at 6-3. Fantastic goalkeeping work there from Brad. That was a certain goal for Chopper. Baz with the shot. A little bit high, a little bit wide, and Rob in goals picks up for Scrandinavia. Fraser coming forward, plays it wide to Chopper. Chopper now, through on, takes a shot. Another great save by Brad. He's keeping Parmesan in this game, otherwise it would be done and dusted. Chopper in, Baz with another shot, off the post, and out! Unbelievably, normally when the shots hit the post they go in, but in this case, Chopper has been denied. Ryan now wide, can we see another goal? Kev blocks it. Richie picks up the loose ball. Back to Ryan. Ryan with another shot. Rob with the save. Simon collects the ball in the corner now, looking to get past James. Simon holds the ball. Does get past James. Can he find a Parmesan player? Finds Ryan in the middle. But Kev's there and stops any shot that Ryan could try and get away with. Brad out to Simon. Simon tries to play to Richie, but Fraser intercepts. Fraser with the roll back. Lovely footwork here from Fraser, who is returning for the first time in season 2, I forgot to add. Richie with a shot just wide there. Baz picks up the ball, but Fraser collects the loose ball. Now to James, plays it up to Kev. Kev steals the ball, battling with Ryan. Kev wins the ball, tries to play it through the chopper. It is blocked. Simon will get on this now for Parmesan. Simon coming forward. James with the block. Chopper wins the ball. Out to Kev in space. Kev with the finish. Cool finish. 7-3 to Scrandinavia. And another goal for Kev, who has already scored his hat-trick today. This is his 4th goal now. And you have to wonder what the final score could be in this game for Parmesan. Brad has done some great goalkeeping earlier just before this goal, but unfortunately it's not enough to stop the onslaught of Kev and Scrandinavia from getting another goal. And Parmesan find themselves kicking off once again. Brad to Baz. Brad in the middle of the pitch, battling with Rob, trying to find some options, trying to find some space. Brad gets it and it lands with an interception to the feet of James. Rob, lovely footwork there. Rob, oh, brilliant footwork there from Rob. And an even better celebration there to the cameraman. 8-3 now to Scrandinavia. Rob here with some silky footwork takes it away from Brad, manages to control the ball and then just flicks it with the right foot into the bottom corner past Ryan. And you can tell he's in the mood when he celebrates like that. 8-3 Scrandinavia. There is still a decent amount of this game left to play, and Parmesan will be wondering how they can come back into this. And as I said that, Kev with the shot, Ryan saved it, and Rob looked like he was going to stick at the back of it, and it went just wide. And Rob there with another shot, and Ryan with another save, and Ryan with a save from James. And if it wasn't for the amazing goalkeeping attempts from Ryan and Brad in this game, this could be worse. And it is going to get worse, because Baz has just touched the ball in the box and a penalty is given. There's no doubt about this. The entirety of Baz is in that box. Nothing to contest about this. And this has just gone from one disaster to another for Parmesan. Craig here looking for his Scrandinavia debut goal with the penalty. And a good save there by Ryan. Unfortunately, Craig continues to look for his debut goal for Scrandinavia. Craig has scored in Season 1 for Flaberdeen, just not for Scrandinavia in Season 2 as of yet. We await that goal. Richie there with a shot on goal, but it did go wide. And Brad has picked up this ball in the corner now. Brad battling with Craig. Great battle going on there. Ball finds Richie in front of goal. Oh, and Chopper with the touch to take that wide. That looked like that was going in from Richie. Kev in the corner. Absolutely dizzies Lewis in leaving him in the dust there, but the pass being intercepted by Brad. Rob gets back and makes sure the ball lands at Chopper's feet. Rob now coming forward after the ball's been rolled out to him by his captain Chopper to Kev. Kev with a shot, and unlike Kev today, it's a bit of a wayward shot there. Rob across goal. Oh, and again Kev has missed an open goal. We had this the other week where Kev had missed him, and he's done it once again, but he scored 4. So we're not going to go on about it too much. He scored harder shots. And speaking of harder shots, Chopper making that save against Brad. Long shot there. Scandinavia back in Parmesan's half again. And Kev with the shot that's just wide. Craig will pick up the ball up against Lewis. Craig still with the ball, looking for a teammate. Finds Rob. Rob now plays it back to James. James looking for options to try and get the ball forward. Everybody's looking tired here. Last game of the evening to Kev. Kev with a turn. Kev with a shot. And that will do for making up for missing the open goal. And the referee blows the full time with that goal. Kev's 5th goal of the match. Ball from James to Kev. Kev manages to roll Baz, put it in the back of the net, and then ends the game for Scrandinavia with the score 9-3. A great effort there from Kev and all in the Scrandinavia. And Parmesan will be looking for a win next week. Looking now at the final scores once the sub penalty has been applied. Scrandinavia 4, Flaberdeen 3, Flaberdeen 6, Parmesan Belgrade 1, and Parmesan Belgrade 0, Scrandinavia 9. With those results now confirmed, let's turn our attention to the final league table. Scrandinavia at the top with 18 points, Flaberdeen with 13 points, Parmesan Belgrade at the bottom with 14 points, and hosting a worst goal difference of -15. Fat Fives are looking for new players. If you are in the northeast of Scotland, Aberdeen area and want to take part, please check out our website fatfives.football and feel free to fill out the registration form. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to ensure you get notified when new videos are released.